Parenting is tough, but being an expat mom, that's a whole different story.
So it's very hard to keep up because of the pace, the fast pace of the city.
For me, for example, I want to be a role model for my kids. When they grow up, they will have something to say that, oh, my mom is this, as I have it from my mother.
Dubai is definitely a beautiful city where you can make sure that your kids are gonna grow in a very safe, in a very educated, a very advanced city. It's a city that's made for families and made for kids.
Hello everyone, you're watching Nukta. I am Kuratulan Mohsin. Today we are going to be talking about a topic which is very close to my heart, motherhood. So parenting is tough, but being an expat mom, that's a whole different story. No built-in family support, navigating new systems, and balancing it all while keeping your sanity. It's definitely not easy. This Mother's Day, 3 real moms, including myself from Nukta, are sitting down to get raw and honest about working moms versus stay-at-home moms, the biggest struggle of expat motherhood, and the real life hacks that we all swear by. We are here to outline the real expat mom experience in Dubai, how bad or how good it is. So, with me, I have
Christelle. I've been in Dubai for 5 years now. I have one son, he's 7 months old.
and
May Khalaf, senior producer. I have been in Dubai since 2 years. I have one kid, he's almost 3 years old.
And I have 2 kids, one is 7 and one is 2 years old, and I've been in Dubai for 9 years now. So let's cut to the chase. How is your experience living in Dubai and being a mom? How great it is. For me, it's amazing. So I'm starting with this question, how great it is.
Well, honestly, it's been really tough being a mom. However, it's a beautiful journey so far. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it had its own challenges. Yeah.
Yeah, and what kind of impact do you think that living in this society?
Yeah, I feel like the lack of support, especially from the family, can really be a very big challenge and kind of hard to deal with, especially when you're a new mom and you need to balance between your career life and your family life as well. So yeah, I really find that very, very challenging, but at the same time, it's a new feeling, it's a beautiful thing, and just trying to embrace it.
Amazing.
yeah.
What about you, May? Being a mom in Dubai, how do you feel about it?
Actually, now after three years, I understand that Chris is still in the first phase, while I am 3 years after giving birth. Now I feel like I enjoy the journey more than the beginning, and being in Dubai actually helped me more than being in another places because I moved from different country to Dubai, and here I feel it's a city that made for families and made for kids, especially in this age. Even before when I arrived, being an expat mom and without my family, and also without any friends, I didn't know anyone here. In the beginning, what helped me was the fact that the city is made for kids, so you have many places to go to, you have mom meets up, you have many things to that the city offers you to do.
Yeah.
As we are talking about parenthood and motherhood, living in Dubai. So, what do you think that living in Dubai, Dubai's lifestyle, it's expensive? Do you think it makes things harder for a mom to stay at home and then she has to work?
Listen, it's a very it's a very relative question, right? So if someone is financially stable and being able to stay at home or even stay at home and get help, he would definitely or she would definitely feel like Dubai is a great place to live, right? But if the family or the mom is not being financially stable enough, or she's having struggles with the finance, because as you said, Dubai is a very expensive city, it's going to be hard. So it really depends on the situation that the family is in. But I would say if you have the financial stability, if you have what it takes to make it through the end of the month, then Dubai is definitely a beautiful city where you can make sure that your kids are gonna grow in a very safe, in a very educated, a very advanced city, and they're going to be amongst a lot of people. They're gonna be learning a lot
Languages.
a lot of other than just languages, cultures, getting to know people more, and that's super
Tolerance.
Exactly, that's
Yeah.
super, super important.
I feel like the amount of tolerance that I see around here in Dubai, the cultures, different
yes,
religions,
exactly.
and everybody respecting each other's choices and religions and festivities, everything that happens. I think that is one thing that I really want my kids to learn.
Same.
And as you said, it is expensive. Dubai is expensive, but we have to see what we get out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
when we pay for something, at least we are getting.
Yes.
In some countries, we pay for things we don't even get.
Exactly.
So that really matters. What do you think?
I think being a mom who lived in different countries, I think Dubai gives the chance for all budgets to live comfortably. But the thing is that you can see all the lifestyles also.
Yeah.
So if you have certain financial situation, you have to match it with certain lifestyle. But for moms, I think it has everything. It has the free parks. It has the free also mom meetups. It has affordable options in play areas. Like in the same from the same category, you find like 10, 12 different places with different budgets. And I think the municipality also gives a lot of like free, not facilities, but free attractions and things that all the kids can enjoy. But for me, wallah, Dubai was like one of the main things that I don't want to leave Dubai is how family friendly it is.
100%. I like when I moved here, I was told that Dubai is a party city and it's not so much for families. But hello, like guys, it's more for my kids than it is for me.
Exactly.
Since we are talking about the support system, now let's talk about the support system or the network or the lack of it. Do you think it's easy for people to connect or moms to connect with other moms in Dubai?
It is easy, yes. I mean, like May said earlier, there are certain like groups or initiatives that are already made here and by moms, initially by moms, that would help moms to connect and build this relationship for support, whether for just venting out, for talking, for hanging out. So yeah, it is pretty easy in Dubai to build this community and this connection.
What do you think? Do you have a lot of mom friends?
From my experience, because I moved here alone, like without friends, I don't have friends. I found it hard a little bit. It's very easy to connect initially, but it's very hard to maintain the relationship because
keeping up.
Everyone is busy.
Yeah.
Including you. Like we want to schedule a.
It's been a year. We wanted to have a play date, and we've never been able to. We meet every day.
So it's very hard to keep up because of the fast pace of the city.
Yeah.
But moms groups on Facebook, on WhatsApp, there are a lot, and you can find a match. Actually, one of my first and good friends in the UAE, I met her in the first and only mom meetup that I went to when I arrived. Like same month when I arrived, I went to one and I made one friend, and she's still my friend, alhamdulillah.
That's great. Is there a real sense of community for moms in Dubai?
I mean, yes, it depends where you just need to know where to look. But definitely, yes. I mean, all my friends are moms, and we do have this community, and I know a lot of people as well that are moms to be, or like there are new moms. I feel like there's a community. You just need to know where to look, and you just need to connect with the right people, right? So it's like when you just said that when you first came to Dubai, people were telling you that it's a party city. So for single people, yes, it is a party city. For kids, It is the area that has kids areas, kids playground. So you just need to know on where to look, with who to connect, and you just get what you really want.
Yeah, I
with
think
who
it
to
has
connect.
something for everybody, literally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For the people who want to
100%.
party, they think, oh, this is the place for partying.
Yes,
It's a party heaven. But
100%.
for the families, like I feel like wherever I go, to the malls, the play
Yes.
area, when I step out of the house, I feel like everything is for the kids. But I feel like it's what you focus on.
100%.
You'll get what you focus on.
Yeah.
What do you think? How hard was it for you to connect to the mothers around you? And which, by the way, was the best way to find support or to connect with the moms around you?
I found support, and like I connected with moms when I started looking for credible WhatsApp groups who's called يعني UAE moms, Dubai moms, Dubai meetups. I went through all of them and I saw which one I feel comfortable with, and so this is one. Two, when my son went to the nursery, we started connecting with other moms.
Yeah.
But I think here the moms meetups and the things that are organized by the government and by small groups, or by sometimes it's by nationalities, like the Pakistani expats, they gather, the Palestinian expat, Lebanese, those groups helps a lot.
My journey was a bit different. Like I did not have many kids around when I was a mom, like not too many kids for my son to play with or whatever. But there was an agency, it's called Tish Tash. They used to have events for kids, and
Yeah.
I took my kid when he was 6 months old. That was the first time when I took him, and oh my God, I was surprised. So many mothers, so many kids, so many people to connect with, to share your experiences with, and at the same time having a great time along with the food and all. So I feel like I used to blog at that time as well. I had my own blog, so that helped to build a community, to find friends, and connect with people, and for my son to have play dates and getting to meet and know kids of his age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, one more thing about support that helps a lot, those support apps, like the applications that where can you find a house help, a nanny for hour, like hour or 2 or 3 while you are at home. But if you want to do something else, those apps helped me a lot in the beginning, before my son went to the nursery, and before I could afford a full time.
Yeah.
So
And while we are talking about the support, we completely forgot to mention our spouses. Like, I feel like that in my case, that is the biggest support. So if I want to work, full-time support. If I don't want to work, even better. So I feel like that is cherry on top.
For me, I think my husband is a great support. With a very limited time that he has.
Are you reading it out from somewhere? I feel like she's reading it.
No, he's a great support with the limited time that he has.
Yeah.
But I felt that with my son getting older and getting, a small man, a tiny man, they became even more friends. They became real friends. And I felt now after he turned 2, he became like my husband was able to support me more, because before that, with all the breastfeeding and all the things that he cannot do actually,
it was different.
It was different, but after 2 years,
I think it was different.
was
a different
great.
kind of support back then.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can you share with us one incident that you were judged very badly from somebody on your parenting?
It was when my son started to learn how to sit. He still doesn't know how to sit properly, but it was when he started to learn how to sit, the exercises that I used to do for him, the tummy time. So I was once filming a video and I was sending it to the family, because we live, as I said, I live in Dubai and they live in Lebanon. And I did send them the video, and I got a very negative and a bad feedback actually from someone from the family, judging me on how I I was, you know, like trying to help my kid during the tummy time. It was bad for me, right? It hurts me when I heard such a feedback, because it wasn't constructive. The feedback that they sent wasn't constructive. It was made in a very aggressive way. So yeah.
And
That was
have you faced something like this? Other than the taxi driver who bashed you for leaving your kid in the nursery?
Actually, these comments you hear all the time, whether whatever you are doing. But in our case, it's always about him going to English school. Like, how dare you send? Because people who doesn't live in Dubai and who doesn't even know what is the system here. Yeah, I hear things about sending him to to a nursery in English, and that he will lose his Arabic and his native tongue and etc. But now he's almost 3 and he speaks 2 languages. He speaks Arabic perfectly, he speaks English perfectly. So, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
I
there
didn't
was-
listen, and I just want to take him back home to show them.
I know, I
proved
know.
them wrong.
I know.
Yeah.
There are so many instances. Like if you're feeding the kid, oh, you're feeding too much. When
Yeah.
you're not feeding them enough. It's
Yeah.
actually the people around you. I feel like if they stop and they start supporting you and they become your backbone, then the others, the outsiders, they will not have, the courage to judge you like they
Yeah.
do.
You will start think twice before sending pictures. Because
Yes.
when
Yeah,
I started
exactly.
working, you know, we share pictures all the time. I hear lots of comments about, oh, he lost weight.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
do you know that he lost
yeah.
weight?
Yeah,
He's
over a
just
picture.
taller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it means like you
Same,
don't
same.
feed him. You are busy.
Same.
You're not around, so he doesn't eat.
Yeah. So, what is one hack, a one Dubai mom hack that you would give to somebody, or one hack that you swear by?
Just don't be scared. I don't think anyone needs to be scared to show that they're weak at a certain point and to ask for help when they need help. So
What is your big hack in Dubai being a mom?
I have a lot.
Same. I have different hacks for different things. Going to the mall, uh, get a trolley before you get inside the mall so you can fix your kids inside so they don't get to move around. If you don't put them in a stroller or a trolley or a place where they are, confined, and if you leave them like to roam around, they will not sit in. That's like, I have hacks for everything, literally. How to take them to the toilet from, going to the mall, sitting in the car. If you let them loose in the car, you don't put them in their seats in the first 2 minutes, they will not sit in their seats. So, there's a hack. Of course,
Yeah.
the hacks are based on our experiences.
2 hacks. One of them, if you want him to eat, get different colors of the same plate, or different, like, things with characters, things with Superman, Spider-Man, things that he likes. So if you change the plate, he suddenly eats the same food that he didn't want to eat before. This is one. Yeah, just because it's a Spider-Man plate.
Oh, okay.
Second,
Even if it's the same meal.
yeah.
Okay.
Second is, whenever he doesn't want to do anything, I tell him, if you do this, you will grow up and become like Baba. And you will drive. You drive the car. So he eats the banana to grow up,
And
to become
becomes
like
like them.
Baba, and to drive the car. Because he always wants to drive the car. So I use driving the car as a motivation for everything.
Yeah, and that's I think I also have very similar experiences. But being a mom in Dubai, I think one of the biggest hacks that a mother can have is knowing the city, know the places, so you can take your kids to the places, know about what is going on. I think being present on social media, that is also very important, because then you find out that what is going on, what is happening around you. So, Chris, tell me, what is the biggest Dubai mom flex that you've ever heard? For example, I know somebody who told me that somebody that my 2 year old speaks two languages. Now, the big debate, working moms or stay at home moms?
Honestly, I've never tried being a full-time mom at home, but I can feel that once you're in it there, it would be required from your side to be 100% more attentive and more present than when you're actually at work. So when you're at work, you're just, you know, that you're more in, you're dealing with adults, you're dealing with people that do communicate with you on your level. Whenever you're at home, you're dealing more with
Raw material.
yeah, not raw
Babbling.
material. It's more about, you know, just not understanding, especially with the baby, with my
Yeah.
baby. He's 7 months old, so still I don't really understand what is it that he wants. So I just feel that you just need to guess, right? And you just need to try and try until you figure out what he really wants or what he really needs. So I feel that working is a bit more is a bit better than actually being
You
a
think it's
full-time.
easier?
I think it's easier. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, that's the word. I think it's easier than being a full-time mom.
And what about you, May? What do you think? Who has it harder, working moms or stay at home moms?
This is a tricky question, correct? Because nobody will like either of the answers that we give. I tried both because when I moved to Dubai, I had to leave my job, and I spent 10 months as a full-time mom. And believe me, it was the hardest thing that I had to do in my entire life. With a toddler, in a new city, with no family, no friends. My husband was still always at work. So I was me and my kid for the first time in my life, full time. It was very hard. Even he was like 1 years old, but it's still without the support around, and with taking care of all the details throughout the day, without nursery, also without siblings, without the surrounding for him. It was very hard. I'm sure now, after going back to work, I can say that working for moms is easier, but you still have this guilt feeling. Either if you are outside the house, you have this guilt, you feel this guilt, and if you are inside the house, you feel this guilt.
I have two working moms who think that it is easier to be at work than to be at home. It is more difficult to be at home. I also feel very much similar to what these two think. Staying at home, being with the kids, it is difficult, but a slight difference, in my opinion, that at least we don't feel the guilt. At least you know that you are there. But again, it's a cycle. It's a non-stop cycle. It keeps on going on and on and on. The same thing again and again. Snack time, meal time, every hour, changing diapers. Their
Yeah.
needs, everything. But it's a beautiful journey. But it is difficult both ways. If you're at work, you're either feeling guilty. If you're at home, it's just continuous. So if you need a break from the routine or the kids, like if you have something that has come up, for example, and you don't have a support, of course, you don't have family around, what do you do?
I would ask for help. I think asking for help is something. Listen, also it depends if whether you trust the source that you're gonna ask or not, right? But so sometimes you just have to, if you have, let's say, a plan and you can't keep your son with anyone, and you don't trust that, let's say, that person that you keep it with, you just have to stay with your son, right? And I do enjoy that a lot. But if I do have the possibility to, or the opportunity to keep him with, or just for a bit with someone that I really trust, I would really ask for help and ask that person to come help me for a few hours and just take care of my son for a few hours.
And it's very easy in Dubai also, right? There are
it is easy.
applications, I think it's easier.
It is easier. It's just that, as I said, it's the trust
Yeah,
part
yeah.
that's really tricky. But I mean, for me, I'm really open to it. And I sometimes, when you start with having the guilt feeling, I do force myself to snap out of it because it is what it is.
Yeah, that's true. How do you cope up with it?
I think as many people with full-time nanny.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a great support to me. I don't have family here, and we were able to build this relationship between her and me, between her and my son, to build this trust and to be able to get this support when I need, whether I am at work or I need 2 hours of my time out or for my personal life. So yeah, having a house help is a main thing for me.
Yeah, I also feel like it's very important and very necessary. The house help that I have is there with me for 3 years, and I trust her a lot. And she has done a lot to develop the trust. And I really feel like that even when I was home and I was a full-time mom, I had that help. Otherwise, I feel like I would have gone crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a non-stop cycle. Okay, even if I was cooking and feeding my kids myself and, doing their thing, but what about the house then?
Exactly.
You can't.
What about the laundry? What about
There's
the
so
cooking?
there is so much. I feel like that stay-at-home moms, they are not valued as much as they should have, because I know moms, I have friends who do not have nannies and they are doing everything by themselves.
They're
Wow.
superwomen, honestly.
Yeah,
Wow.
those are the superwomen. I want to add something here before moving to Dubai. Me and like a lot of people who lives outside and who never been here, they think that having a house help is a privilege, like something like this is another level of lifestyle. But when I moved here, I just realized that this is a necessity.
This is a necessity, just like
Yeah.
electricity,
Yeah.
water. It is a
Especially when
necessity.
you
This is a
don't
given.
have family support.
Exactly. Like,
It's
she's my
different.
family.
Yeah.
We don't have families. We need them.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about being a working mom?
I would say assuming that moms don't feel guilty when they're at work.
And what do you think?
They really think that we don't think about our kids and we prioritize our career growth over the family. Although, in my case, it's important for me to pursue my career for my family, for the sake of my child, to raise him in an environment where his mom is doing something that she likes, and she makes everything to make him more happy and more proud of the whole family. So I think this is a huge misconception that people have to rethink about it before telling it to any mom.
That's 100% true. I completely agree with it. Working moms are judged in this way that, oh, they just want to pursue their career, when it is not true. They want to do something for their kids. For me, for example, I want to be a role model for my kids. When they grow up, they will have something to say that, oh, my mom is this, as I have it from my mother, that she was working and then she was taking care of the house. And I have huge amount of respect. Not saying that the moms who are at home, I think they are underrated, which shouldn't be the case. But if you are doing both, it shouldn't be judged. So coming to my next question, which is, does the society judge working moms more or work at home moms?
They judge all moms.
True.
So whether you're a work at home mom or you're gonna be judged, and they're gonna judge you, even both genders, whether they're even moms or men are gonna judge you. I feel like it depends on what is your priority as a person, one, then as a mom as two, and you should just go for what you feel that you need to accomplish in your life right now, whether it's working for your kids, whether it's being a full-time mom, because at the end of the day, you're not going to please anyone. So you just need to be at peace with what you're doing, and you just need to be okay with the path that you're going through. So yeah, that's honestly what I think about it.
100%. I completely agree with you because we are not here to please people.
Yeah.
It's for
Yeah,
our
I mean, it's very hard to actually, even when you say it, it's hard to actually convince yourself that you're not going to be affected by what people are going to say. But I feel like خلاص, you reach a phase in your life where you need to be a bit immune about the judgmental process, especially when you become a mom and when you see the other side of the journey.
What do you think? Society judges stay-at-home mom or a mom who's going out and then taking care of the house as well, working moms?
Yeah, society generally, they judge every single thing that moves around. Moms, not moms, but for women, if you are not married, they will judge you. If you are married with kids, they will judge you. If you are married with no kids, they will judge you. If you are married with one kid and he doesn't have siblings, they will say something. Once I was dropping my son to the nursery, and the taxi driver, guess what? He dared to tell me that, how old is he? I told him. Then he told me, like poor boy, you are throwing him among strangers. And actually, he affected my feelings that day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I was
start
like,
thinking about
do
it.
I?
Yeah.
Is this what's happening? Am I throwing him among strangers?
Yeah.
Or he's like learning a lot of things in the nursery. And he was just a random taxi driver who was very comfortable to say comment for a mom.
It's easy for them. See, it's very easy to pass a comment, say something about somebody you don't even know. But for them, it gets stuck for
but
some reason.
for stay-at-home mom, while I was at home as well, I heard a lot of things from old friends who used to see me running all over the city the whole day working. So what are you doing now?
Yeah.
Like this question came to my WhatsApp many times. So what are you doing now? What is this?
Yeah, with me, honestly, people very close to me, when I was not working, I decided to stay at home with my kids and, do freelancing or whatever I decided to do. Oh, you're wasting yourself. You're capable of so much. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Now, when I started working, they're like, oh, but your kids are getting neglected. Like, okay, maybe you should, reconsider.
Yeah.
Halas, like, leave me alone.
Give me 2 salaries and I will do whatever you want.
So if you could switch roles for 1 week, would you?
With my you mean,
Like, if you were a working mom right now,
Yeah.
if you get a chance to stay at home for 1 week and be a full-time mom,
yeah, I would give it a chance, honestly. I would like to try and see how it feels like, because as I said earlier, I haven't tried it, so I wouldn't mind trying it, as long as I have the possibility to re-switch in case I just don't like it, or I feel it doesn't really works for me.
Yeah, but for you, you have been there. You were a full-time mom as well as a working mom. So, if you have a chance, what would you prefer?
We're not gonna judge you.
At least the two of us. But there are more people watching.
The HR might well judge me. Yeah, I would like to have more time with my kid. Yes, bring more also.
Amazing. And for me, I spent quite a few time being a full-time mom with my kids, and I honestly, I come at work, I love my work, I enjoy it, but I love that part as well, and I would definitely do it all over again, be with my kids, spend time with them, absolutely love them.
If we have the support.
Yes.
This is a
Yeah,
condition.
support is very important.
We need to have a
And again,
support.
I feel like the age of the kid also is very
Matters.
important
صح,
at a
right.
certain stage. Okay, if he's a toddler, it's different than when he's a baby. I don't know yet.
In one stage, he becomes your friend.
Yeah,
Like before, you might
maybe.
look for other moms to go out with you, and then you start going out with him
With him,
alone because
yeah.
they become so funny and
and interactive.
yeah, so
But I think,
entertaining.
I think that because my baby is 7 months old, I still haven't experienced this yet. So I'm looking forward to it.
You will,
honestly.
inshallah.
What is one piece of advice you would give to a new expat mom who's been in Dubai for, like, let's say very small time?
Embrace the journey. And I know it's going to be very hard for you, but you just need to appreciate the milestones that you're doing and be proud of yourself.
Amazing. And you, May, somebody new who's moving to Dubai, what advice would you give to a new mom who's in Dubai?
Get support, go out, go out, go out. Follow Instagram pages.
And a piece of advice that I would give to a mom who's new in Dubai is follow. I am a big social media person. I consume a lot of social media because I have my experiences. I get a lot of advices, which are most of the times very good, suggestions where to go to, events that are happening. For example, my son loves Sonic, and I saw one day on a mall's page, the Dubai Festival City. I followed their Instagram, and I saw that they have like a Sonic meet and greet. Like the Sonic character would come and he would meet the kids, and I found out, and I think that was my son's biggest. That's a highlight of his year. So connect with people on social media, follow the pages, the communities, the surroundings, and do not judge anybody. That's like an advice to all the moms. Everybody, do not judge mothers, do not judge their parenting styles, because I feel like we're all trying to do something good for our kids.
Exactly. We're doing our best and we're doing what we can do. So, yeah.
Best advice is to not give any advice.
Exactly. 100%. Totally agree.
All right, thank you so much for watching.